Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lillian Judy and this is Engineering Live with Lillian Judy. So it's been a while since I've been on here. Honestly, I kind of took a break from YouTube last year because there was just a lot going on and I was really struggling to balance everything. So I decided to take a step away, and honestly, I think not I think I know that I missed you guys so much, and I am really excited to be back on here with you guys. And honestly, I have so many things to share with you. I don't even know where to start. So like when I was thinking of, okay, like what's like a big way for me to kind of get back into YouTube videos and stuff, I was like, okay, why don't I just do a recap of everything that, or most of the things that have happened from the last time I recorded a video till now. So today's video is basically just going to be me sharing what has been going on, and then yeah, just giving you kind of like a life update, I guess. So stay tuned. I'll start off by saying a happy new year to all of you. I wish you an amazing 2022. I pray that everything that you wish for yourself and more, you shall receive it in Jesus' name. Amen. So last year was a lot. Like 2021 was a lot for me. It was there were so many highs, so many lows, but I would say that I want to cherish and sit in the highs because I achieved things that I didn't expect to achieve. It was my first official year with content creation. I remember it was January 1st. That was when I decided to make my Instagram page public, and it really took a lot for me to actually do that. And I remember I actually called one of my friends and I told her, I was like, yo babe, like I really want to do this, but I'm having so much anxiety about like, opening up my page to the world. Basically, like I felt like when my page was on private, I could control a lot of things, or the people that were seeing, the content on my page. But I took the leap of faith when on January 1st, 2021, and I would say that the last 12 months have been an amazing ride. I embarked on a journey to change the face of what a plastics engineer looks like, and I was fortunate enough to land in the Plastics Engineer magazine for the February 2022 issue for Black History Month, and that was just an amazing opportunity. I also ended up on the advisory board for the Society of Plastics Engineers, on their DEI advisory board, that's diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I started this journey not knowing exactly where this would take me, but it's opened up so many doors for me, and I couldn't be more grateful. I couldn't be happier. And I think that it's also pushed me to explore more about myself, to learn more about myself and more about what I like and what I don't like. And I think that creating content honestly has so many ups. I was able to connect with so many amazing women and men in STEM, and a special shout out to Dr. Nee of STEM Media. He really has pulled me along and really mentored me honestly in the last year, and I was happy to actually meet him in person in November for the STEM Success Summit that they did in North Carolina. And when like you meet people on social media, you connect with them and stuff like that, and then it's like you're not sure how they would be in real life. Yeah, no, I didn't have that experience with him. Like it was even better in real life. Like I remember when I first met him, I was like, oh my god, like this is a little awkward. But then this is someone I'd been talking to. This is someone I had like, shared some of my ideas and stuff with. So within a few minutes, like it was just seamless. And I also was able to meet a few other amazing STEM content creators as well. And that was just really amazing, honestly. And I would say one of the highlights of my year was, having my family come into town, and Thanksgiving was just a very special time for me. And I would forever cherish that Thanksgiving because it was the first time my family was in town for Thanksgiving. So that was really amazing. What else happened in 2021? I would say some of the tough things, like, a lot of my friendships were rocky. I don't know whether it's just this stage of life that I'm at, or this age, or whatever it is, but like there's been a lot of shift in a lot of relationships around me. And for anyone who knows me, I'm someone that really cherishes my relationships, and so it's hard for me to let go. And so, you know what, I'm actually going to use this opportunity to share, I guess, the biggest blessing of 2021. I turned 30. Yeah, insert applause. I turned 30, and I will tell you that the months leading, I think from summertime, maybe from July, I started freaking out. I started getting so nervous about, like, turning 30 and all that it entailed and what it meant. And there was just so much around that I wasn't really sure of. Like, I wasn't sure, what exactly 30 meant to me, or what I needed to have had done by 30. Society tells you should be married, you should, be financially stable, have a family, have a home, have a husband, all these things. And I'm just sitting here trying to figure out my career. Like, I'm really just trying to make more money. I'm really just trying to, explore my passions. I'm really just trying to see what else I can do, because for so long I thought I had to do one thing, and it's like, okay, well, I have all these other passions and desires and stuff, so how do I fit it all in one? And I would say that, honestly, the a few lessons I learned from my 20s would be, like, the first one would be to not put yourself in a box. Because for me, I thought, okay, you go to school, graduate. I graduated to become a plastics engineer, and that's really what I should be doing. But then I have all these other passions, and it's like, what am I supposed to do with them? You know what I mean? But then I realized that I don't need to put myself in a box, and that I can really pursue all these other things. I can be a speaker, a mentor, a content creator. I can, open other businesses. I can, do so many other things. I don't just have to be this one thing. And so that's one thing that I wish I knew earlier, or I had realized earlier in my 20s. I think it would have saved me a lot of time, honestly. But regardless, I'm grateful for the journey I've had so far. And I would say that another thing would be to unlearn a lot of things towards the end of my 20s. I've had to unlearn a lot of things that I thought, that I grew up knowing, or I thought was the gospel, basically. And the older I get, the more I realize that, okay, yeah, we grew up knowing A, but then I'm growing up in a totally different society, and I have to adjust, and I have to, make it work for me. And so I will just encourage you, if you're in that space, allow yourself to unlearn certain things that, you kind of grew up with. When I was starting to work, actually, when I just got out of school, my salary negotiation was not up there. I just literally just wanted a job that would pay me, because I was coming from making $0 to get an office of like 50K and stuff. But then I eventually realized that, no, I'm supposed to, be paid higher. But I didn't know. I was just settling for whatever it is, like the first offer that was on the table. And I think that's something that really lowballed me. And I think it started to impact me in how I saw myself and my work, my self-worth, actually. So one thing I would say is, if you're coming straight out of college, negotiate. No matter whether you have experience or not, just negotiate. Honestly, like, negotiation is like the biggest skill that I've learned, that I'm going to go to my grave with, honestly. And I would also say that, allow yourself to accept the shift in relationships that come along with a new age, because most of your peers, if not all, are like, we're all in a space where people are moving, people are getting married, people are having children. Like, a lot is happening, and so a lot of friendships are undergoing a lot of changes. And for me, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not someone who is very who gives up on relationships so easily. I fight to to the end for every relationship I have. And so that's something that I've had to struggle with. I had to struggle with in 2021, like the change in friendships or the shift in friendships that I had. And like even allowing myself to nurture new friendships in as an adult, and the good thing is that friendships as an adult is very different. Like, you know what you want. You're not going to settle for anything. You're not like, we're not babysitting anybody's feelings anymore.
No, that's why I reached out. But I can't be the only one who wants to make this work, Molly.
I don't know, maybe who you are now and who I am now just don't fit anymore.
Okay.
Listen, if I give, and you don't give back, I'm out. Deuces. Like, that's really where I'm at. And honestly, even though I was very anxious turning 30, since I've been here for a few months, I would say like a month and a half, I have realized there's like clarity that comes with this age. There's like peace that comes with it, because I think I finally know who I am. I finally know what I want to do, even in my career. Like, at least I have a direction in which I want to take. And so if you're turning 30, it's scary. I know society makes it so, so scary. Like, I think I probably even cried because I was just so scared. But then it's really beautiful here. It's really like peaceful. It's what you make of it, honestly. Let's not allow these pressures from everybody around us to make us regret the most beautiful time of our lives, honestly. Like, I can't imagine, being 30 and trying to, navigate certain things if I hadn't gone through them in my 20s. I feel like I've dealt with a lot. And for me personally, for those who know my story, most of my 20s was spent in school, and I had so many struggles with with getting my engineering degree. And so I think that I really ended up, just failing a lot in my 20s. And so honestly, my 20s sucked, let me just say that. And I'm just really happy to have crossed over now. And yeah, I'm really excited for what 30 has for me. I'm just, ready to live my best life. And turning 30, I was like, you know what, let me just start off with a little spice. So I put together this beautiful piece, and I wanted to add some color to my life, some spice. And so I wanted to try this, and I really love it. And for most of the people who know me, I'm not someone who is bold enough to do bold colors. I actually have a very close friend of mine who's always trying to push me, oh, do a color. Like, even when I'm braiding my hair, she's like, girl, use a color. And I'm just like, I'll just stick to my black, But then this is what I mean by there's just this freedom that comes with this new age, So I'm just really excited, and I'm really happy to be back on YouTube. I'm happy to be back with you guys in your space. I have so many things going on for me, and I'm really grateful to God for all the opportunities, all the open doors that I would have never dreamed of. And so I hope to share a lot more about that with you guys, and definitely stick around. If you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe, like, share, comment. I want to know where you guys are watching from. I want to know what you guys are doing. Are you guys engineers? Are you guys, navigating your 30s as well? Like, just drop questions in the comment section and let's just interact, because listen, I'm bringing you so much more content this year, 2022. Listen, I started off the year, I think I got COVID. Okay, I know I got COVID. And I was down for the first 2 weeks. So I really started off like really, really like down, and it can mess up your mood and stuff like that. I didn't even want to create content and all that. But after I got past that, I was like, you know what? I'm really about to own 2022. Like, I have dreams, I have goals, I have plans. I have things I'm about to, receive. I have bags I'm trying to secure. Like, listen, it's given great content. It's given I'm here to stay. It's given I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you on the next one.